Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we have the first impressions of Bazaar-68. I need to make this joke, not even 69. I just needed to, fellas. I apologize. It is inner 13-year-old in me. So, looking into all of this, fellas, quickly, what we can highlight of this vehicle. This tank has 530 alpha damage with pretty horrible gun on the paper, but obviously you can... It's not that horrible, don't overreact. Anyways, if you are willing to go with improved aiming unit, you can lower dispersion to 0.32. Obviously, if you want to and if that's what you are aiming for, right? So you have a choice, either to be a bit quicker and to have lower dispersion, if I can say so, speaking about the stabilizer, or alternatively you can go with setup whenever you are going to be accurate AK, ventilation rammer, improved aiming unit. That's how I like to play with those tanks, right? Anyways, that's not the point. Armor. What I noticed, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, armor is actually looking better than on the tier 10. As you can see, weak spot is not that big, and in the same time, whenever you are using gun depression, it is way harder to hit. I mean, look at this beauty. If you are using gun depression properly, this tank is extremely powerful. It truly is. So this is very important thing to highlight. One more thing, whenever you are using gun depression on the sides, even though you have 8 degrees frontally, whenever you are using, let's say, gun depression 20 degrees angle or 30 degrees angle, as you can see, your gun depression maximum can be only 4.5. This is very important thing to highlight, so keep this in mind. Now, side scrapping with this tank is not an option. Keep this in mind because of the weak shoulder, right? So side scrapping with this tank, you cannot do that. You can see that yourself, right? You just simply cannot do that. Which once again, more likely this tank is not broken, but we'll see how good it is for a gameplay, right? I really want to show this armor for you so you will know how to deal with a vehicle. So, wish me luck. Let's go straight into the action. Okay guys, first setup or first matchup, Tundra, standard battle. One more thing which is very important thing to highlight is this vehicle has 5 turbo launchers or turbo boosts, however you would call this, right? So once again, it's tiny touch better than with a premium tank, but once again, I really want to highlight this tank is not as good as premium tank tier 8, at least from the first look of this vehicle, right? That's important thing to highlight. What is our job? Our job will be to take this hold down position and try to punish everyone who will try to play over there. That is my goal, that is my dream, and this is what I am aiming for. And in the same time, you know what? I have a feeling I can boost myself on top of the hill. Let's see. I managed to boost myself on top of the hill. You know what that means for that poor light tank? Unfortunate, my man. Unfortunate. Listen, you don't need to be angry, just take one for the team and enjoy. Skill, why you went for a light tank and not for Kunze? Kunze did not have enough hit points. Skill, you greedy piglet. How dare you? Yeah, I know. A bit of the greedy mother trucker, but sometimes you need to do what you need to do. And now we are playing. Hold down here, and we are going to say hello for every single gentleman over there. That's what we are going to do. Good. Once again, the biggest and the best thing for this vehicle, in my humble opinion, is the ability to reach the position faster than other heavy tanks. I think that's the most important thing, and this is a key feature. Can this tank fight against E75? I mean, I do not see the reason why not, but in the same time, E75 is going to be simply better tank in my humble opinion, right? You cannot say this tank is better than E75 or something else what is a meta tank, right? You just simply cannot say that. You just can't. Okay, let's see. Will this Arta move, or he's too lazy to move? Maybe he moved. That would be weird. Arta with a keyboard. Huh. We haven't seen this yet, right? Okay, turbo. Boom. By the way, driver is dead, but we are still moving 50 kilometers per hour speed with a turbo. So that is something. Okay, where is this mother trucker? Sue is sitting over there. Okay, Sue managed to hit me. Not exactly what I was looking for, but that's okay. Now I need to turbo myself to the corner, so hopefully the Sue won't be able to eliminate me from the game. That's what I am hoping for. Good turbo, turbo, turbo. Very, very nice. Primo Victoria sitting in the back. That's fine. And you know what? For Sue, I have a special gift ready. Skill, what is the special gift? High explosive ammunition. He's going to enjoy it. He is going to enjoy it, fellas. Let's see. Sue. 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 Excuse me. Scammed in the middle of the day. He sold me kebab for 25 euros. What do you mean? Okay, there is only one way to say the things. Hashtag never lucky, fellas. That's all I can say. Hashtag never lucky. Okay, so all in all, how the things are looking like after the first battle. Once again, most important thing to highlight, you can relocate relatively quickly. That is definitely a benefit for this tank, and probably this is the finest feature of this vehicle. Other than that, I honestly do not have anything to say. It doesn't look somehow crazy good or something. Yeah, it is unique tank. You cannot say it's not unique. I mean, you have a rocket booster up the butt. But other than that, probably I would not call the tank broken, at least from the first game, right? Okay, we are back. First game, 3.5 thousand damage, 1000 assisting damage. That is not bad whatsoever. We are second by experience, first by the damage, and we made a bit of the profits. Nice, let's keep it up. I believe this tank has something to offer. I want to believe that. Is it broken? No, it's not. For this game, fellas, I am feeling like I'm not going to take turbo. But what we are going to do, we will try to make our 8 degrees of the gun depression work, okay? That's what we will try to do. I want to test some things out, especially to play around this area. Skill, this is not winning strategy. This is not winning strategy, but you can farm so much from here, and in the same time I want to see how this tank is feeling whenever you are playing hold down. This is what I am looking for, and this is what I am aiming for, right? This is very, very important, fellas. I want to see how this tank feels like whenever you are playing perfectly hold down. Okay. Bazaar, how are you doing? Glover plate, easy pen. Unlucky. That's all there is to say, fellas. Unlucky. That's all I can say about this. Gold on. Hey. Okay, the gun handling is definitely not flowers, to say that the least. Or maybe it is flowers. Or maybe it is flowers, fellas. Hey, mate. Calm down, good boy. Calm down. Did he hit my cupola? Ooh, this cupola is not easily visible, fellas. I really want to highlight this. So whenever I'm spanking you into cupola, you need to say kudos to you, mother trucker. Yeah. Okay. By the way, the setup which we currently have is the gun handling setup. What that basically means, the gun handling can be the biggest problem of this tank. I know one thing for a fact, you do not want to side scrap. You want to play hold down to the best of your abilities for obvious reasons, right? That's what you want to do with this tank, right? And we are going to make it work for sure. But in the same time, side scrapping is not really an option, right? That is important thing to highlight. Okay, Rene and Iron Arnie and Conqueror. Doesn't really matter, I would say. We are kind of fine. We are kind of fine. Okay, Iron Arnie, how are you doing? Actually, I want to eliminate Rene from the game. Listen, Iron Arnie. I bounce at his cupola. By the way, it looks like this tank is burning. We lit our brother from other mother on fire already, right? What that means, and from the very first shot. So we actually damaged fuel tanks and whatnot in the same time, right? Yeah, important thing to say, fellas. Important thing to say. Foch is sniping from the back. Doesn't really matter, to be fair with you. And let's see what kind of angle we can craft here. We are getting penetrated into the lower plate. There is nothing to say. They have a sniper schnitzels in the back and they are doing a very, very, very good job. I was just simply greedy little mother trucker. There is nothing to say about this, fellas. Greediness almost killed Baboon. And 8 degrees of the gun depression. No. Can we make it work? Sniping from the back with this gun. Yeah, okay. For me, I can tell you one thing. I might not enjoy this tank just because of the gun. For me, I have a very, 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 very simple thinking process. If the gun is not reliable, if the gun is treating you like a big pile of poo-poo, well, it is a bit of the problem for me, right? Obviously, this is only first impressions, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. After I will play more with this tank, I will be able to tell you more. But at this point, this is how it feels like to me. Also, that armor, it did not felt that great, to say that the least. I think that's the penetration. Ooh, yeah. It doesn't look that awesome. I was thinking, okay, the tier 9 is looking better on the paper than a tier 10, right? That's what I was thinking. But after playing couple of games, I would say I prefer tier 10 more, right? That's what I would say. Is complicated and there is nothing what I can do about this. I'm alone against him. And let's load the gold. And let's try to spank him. He's thinking how to penetrate me. After he will shoot next time, I will turbo myself from here. That's what I'm going to do. Turbo! Okay, another shot. Good. I saved myself one more shot, okay? So that was fun part of all this, and I said, see you later, mother trucker. Otherwise, I would be dead, okay? I did not have too many other options. I still need to learn how to play with this tank. Once again, those are the first impressions, you know? Whenever I'm playing with a tank, I'm just saying, how do I feel like? Not even 69, this is how I feel like. Okay, we are back, fellas. We managed to snag the victory. Well, my ass got carried. That's what I mean by saying this. We have the first class, we have the high caliber. We've scored enough to be top by the damage and top by assisting damage. This is very, top by experience, my bad. And overall, okay, that's not bad. What is the thing what I am focusing the most on this tank at this point is the gun and armor. I'm trying to figure out how reliable this armor and this gun is, and so far I am not too impressed, to say that the least. And fellas, keep this in mind, those are first impressions, right? I do not know how the tank will feel like after I will mark it or after I will spend the time and effort on becoming one with the tank. Those are the first impressions, so keep this in mind and take everything with a grain of salt. Without further ado, let's go. Okay, fellas, we will have a very, very good time to test out the gun in this setup. What do we have? We have Prokhorovka. Beautiful map to test out the gun, right? So this is what we are going to work for this battle. What we want to do, we want to go to the ridge line in the middle, right? And we want to spank enemies like there is no tomorrow. Let's cross our fingers and let's hope for the best. And once again, this game is not going to be so much relying on the armor, at least that's what I want to believe. This game is going to be relying on the gun and seeing how this gun is looking like with a setup to maximize the gun handling, right? That's what we want to do. So let's do this. I have 4 turbo boosters. I will keep them for a late game, I think. And now all we need to do, we need to reach the middle. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Anyone making a mistake? Cobra. Aim, 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 aim. Yeah, aiming time is brutal and gun accuracy is not looking that good, fellas. Good. At least we are figuring out the things, fellas. It is important. Okay, how about ball breaker? No? Can I punish ball breaker? Aim, 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 aim. Bam. Okay, we've punished ball breaker. That is something. That is something, fellas. Good, 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 good. Our ELC even is trying to get into the main spotting position, and enemy Bazaar is playing on top of the hill. Oi, oi, tier 8. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. Sometimes there is only one way to describe the current situation in the current game, and that is 2 letters. Okay. Just simply okay. Oh, ELC, you need to die, you need to die, you need to die. He's dead. Excellent. Ooh, Sue highlighted me, high-rolled me for 600. That's fine, doesn't really matter. And at this point, we are just being greedy, greedy, greedy piglets. That's what we are doing. Sue, remember me? You hit me before. 10. 500 in the face. Nice. And at this point, once again, our strategy is quite straightforward and very, very simple. All we need to do, we need to punish enemies making silly goose decisions here. What is this angle? Yeah, gun handling. I am trying, you know, I am working on in my head and calculating how much do I like this gun. So far, it looks like 2. Yeah, it looks like 2, unfortunately. And yes, alpha damage can be fine and whatnot, but I would never ever... Oh, maybe that is the key, fellas. This gun handling is horrible, fellas. Gun handling is truly brutal, and I would even say unplayable. I wonder, are we going to... how many shots in a row we are going to miss? No? By the way, whenever our ELC will grow balls, and whenever he will try to make pressure like this, we are going to have literally sniping fiesta for ourselves. This is exactly what I want to see. Enemies do not have light tanks left, so it is victory, to say that the least, okay? We are going to win this game. Now the question is, how fast? Patience. We have all time in the world of tanks. Oh, wait a second. Nah, too greedy. Way too greedy. I do not want to take those silly goose risks. Oh, he's thinking about running away. That's good. This gun depression as well is annoying. Fellas, pay attention at this. Look, you have gun depression, and in the side you're gonna... Woo! Look at this. And this is the angle which you are using pretty often, so you will need to get used for this tank design, I can promise you that. Many of us will have a situation whenever we want to play, you know, 20-30 degrees angle and the gun is just simply whee! Look at this gun depression. This is as much as I can depress the gun. Oi, 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 oi. That is adding a bit to the difficulty to play with this tank, you know? It is the same situation like Boobas in front, you know? This is literally the same situation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I need to highlight. And this is what I am trying to highlight. No? 3, 2, 1, cupola. My aim was okay, I think. I don't really think that was aim fault. No, one more. Good. Meanwhile, we got penetrated by the enemy Bazaar for casual 700. Okay, Skill, I have a question. What do you think, which tank is better? Tier 8 or Tier 9? Well, with all honesty, I can tell you that I think Bazaar can be a bit more competitive tank than this vehicle, as wrong as it sounds. Anyways, we are not going to cry about it, but so far, to say that the least, I'm not really impressed with this tank. I believe after some time... I believe after some time I will feel a bit better with this vehicle, but so far, This is my description of this tank. Do you want to go for it, Skill? I would never. Uh-oh. That is a bit of a mistake, if you would ask me. Oh, this is a mistake for you, Mother Trucker. I hope you are ready for this. Smile for me, Mother Trucker. Smile for me. Yeah. You're dead. Nice, nice, nice. And all we need to do at this point, we just need to push in front. Our ELC, it's good for us, don't get me wrong, but our ELC is a bit of the pussy, to say that the least. He was very, very, very safe in this game. He could have gotten so much more if he would grow balls. But once again, we are living and we are learning, fellas. There is nothing bad about it, right? There is nothing bad about it. By the way, did you saw how I yoinked the last kill? And he was aiming and he fired, but I fired quicker, my man. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay? That's what we have with this tank. You tell me in the comment section down below, do you think it's powerful or in the best case scenario it's average? Okay. All in all, we have 3,200 damage, 2,900 assisting damage, so that brings us to 6,000 combined, which is very, very nice. And we spotted almost as much as our ELC even did. Not bad, fellas, not bad. All in all, it is okay. So, what are my first impressions of this vehicle? I would say the best part is turbo launchers, because you can arrive to position as quick as medium tanks can. This is the highlight for sure, in my opinion. After that, I would say gun handling is looking pretty derpy. I would not put my balls to the hands of this gun handling, you know? I simply wouldn't do that. And in the same time, armor is okay. I cannot say armor is unplayable, but in the same time, people will learn how to play against this tank. So those triangles in the corner is going to be a bit of the problem, plus you cannot side scrap. Also, on top of that, which is important thing to say, it's horrible to have the gun depression different on the sides. For example, whenever you are going through those lights over there, right, you have no gun depression. That's horrible. That is truly painful, and I feel like many players will feel the same way. Those are my first impressions of Bazaar. So speaking of the performance, with the tier 9 we played for 3,800 average damage and 1,300 assisting damage. So that brings us just a bit over 5,000 combined. Hip hip hooray, not bad whatsoever, but once again, this is just a first dip into the salty water, to say that the least. So thank you very much for watching, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and see you soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.